Basing my answer off of reforming meaning improvement, I think the school system could always be reformed. There's always room for improvement in any area of the education system, whether it's something small and minor or something big and major. There's always room for improvement, and we shouldn't stop trying to improve our school system until we have a perfect education system. Reforming or improving any school really relies on the teachers being willing and wanting to help, because they are the center of any school movement. Because what happens directly to the students always relies on the teachers. They're the ones that constantly have the interaction with the students, they're the ones teaching the students, and really nothing can be done without the teachers being willing to help. But it also involves students wanting to be involved and wanting to have that improvement take place. And ultimately, the students are the main concern when it comes to schools and classrooms. And we have to be, as teachers, willing to meet every need of every student. No student should be left behind in any kind of way. And then it also goes back to the parents having the desire to help, because when the students get home, they still need the help of their parents to have the desire to learn and to be taught. And if you watch the two clips on this slide from the movie One Back Down in 2012, it really shows how parents, if they have the desire for their student to get any kind of help, that they need to be willing to step up and say, my child needs this, or my child needs help in an area. And so watch the two clips, and I think it would actually speak a lot to the parent involvement in any change. One of the things that really need to change in the school system is standardized testing. When you think about it, standardized testing does not actually test how much a student knows, how much they've learned throughout the year or a semester. It really just tests whether or not they can fill in a circle with a correct answer, but at the same time does not show if they can apply the concept or the content to anything else that's important. Like, you wouldn't test an engineer just on paper. You would want to test how they can actually apply that to stuff they're engineering on. Or when you think about it, even as teachers, we have to go through a teaching audition to even see if we know how to teach. You can't test that on a piece of paper. It has to be shown through real life examples. So if students should have the ability to take assessments in ways that best fit their ability, because of the fact that some students, they can't test well, but at the same time, if you were to watch them in class, you could see that they know the information, they can apply it, and they can demonstrate it. And no student wants to be told that they're not good enough to pass the grade because of the fact they couldn't fill in the right answer on a piece of paper to a question when they know the information. And then if you hold that student back just because they couldn't pass a standardized test, they're going to feel that they can't learn the information even though they do. And then when you put them through the same grade again, they ultimately get bored and they lose their desire to actually be in school. So you really have to consider whether or not a student can apply the information, not just fill it in on a piece of paper. School dropout rate is 7% according to the U.S. Census Bureau. As a teacher, our ultimate goal should be able to get students to learn and know how to use the information we teach them, to go on to the next grade, to ultimately graduate, and then to go on to college to get a degree, to use their knowledge in a helpful way to society. We want our students to be the people who come up to be teachers, lawyers, doctors, anything that can help the society in any way. And in order to do that, we have to be able to provide students with the potential to pass a grade, not just through a standardized test, but through the demonstration and being able to apply it. And I think the ultimate way to do that would be to fit their needs in the classroom, to decrease the stress we provide them with, to keep students interested in the concept and to have the interest to learn. Then we have to help them keep their hope. We don't want to ever tell a child that we don't have time to help them or anything like that. Ultimately, the biggest school improvement we need is to make sure we can get that percent down to 0%. We want every student graduating. And our school system is not good enough until we can get that number down. We have to be the people who are willing to help a student outside of the school as well as inside of the school. We have to be able to have the desire to want to give them that extra help if needed. We never want to turn a child away. And so until we can do that and have teachers in every classroom, in every grade, in every school, in every city, in every state, then we are not done improving our school system.